separated. Then you went to sleep, know that we're doing something here. Everybody feels the need to be slow. I feel like it doesn't make any sense. No means no. It's not personal, Lucy. It's not.
If there's anything I hate so much, that would be disrespect. And by that, I mean disrespect of any form. And oh no, this is not about me. This is about the housemates and just how some of them behave when a certain person is in power. I'm talking about the whole drama that happened yesterday while they were having their wager rehearsals. Guys, for me, that did not make sense at all. I don't know if you guys watched it, but you know, Lucy was being very difficult. These guys were having their rehearsals, they were in the lounge, you know, trying to bring ideas as to how best they can carry out their wager task. I told you guys in one of my videos that for this week, Biggie told them that they had to represent the evicted housemates. Cool stuff. They were bringing ideas and Lucy just kept getting upset to the point where she walked out of the lounge and went to sleep. I don't understand. Now, let me say something here. If it were to be Ozo that was head of house or just about any other person, Lucy would just shout and shout and shout, but she go put her nash on top chair for dear. She not go come out. But then because it's Erica, that doesn't make sense to me. And the reason I'm saying this is because this is not the first time Erica is winning head of house. And you guys know how it went down between Lucy and Erica during that period, yeah? Now, Lucy seems to have gone to dig out all of those behaviors again. And for me, I find it really irritating. Lucy needs to really learn how to differentiate personal issues from, you know, work issues and just other issues in her life. And that's exactly what Dora was trying to say in the video I played for you guys. It was really frustrating. I mean, I'm not in the house, but I was upset. At some point, Prince had to go into the room to call Lucy. This guy kept on calling Lucy. Lucy, please come out. We're having rehearsals. Lucy, please come out. This girl refused to come out. It got Prince so worked up to the point where he was like, I go beat person for here. Make Biggie give everybody strikes. Now, what is Lucy's anger? Her anger is that most times when she brings an idea, people don't always take it. Sister, if you bring an idea and they don't take it, put your idea back in your pocket. It doesn't reduce anything from you. The wager task is never for one person. If you guys win it, everybody enjoys. If you guys lose it, everybody suffers from it. So you shouldn't be taking things like that very personal. I don't know. Lucy just has an issue with Erica that she hasn't really come out to say. And of course, as much as we all have a right to feel a certain way about a particular person or, you know, a group of people, we also need to learn to tolerate people, to respect their spaces and all of that. Look, Erica did not go to Biggie and say, Biggie, give me head of house. She won it. Okay, so if you know that you want to be the person to give the rules, then try and win next time. But then whoever is in power has the right to tell you what to do. And let me just tell you, to be fair, yeah, Erica did not do anything wrong to Lucy within this period of time she won head of house. I mean, between Sunday and yesterday. This is just Lucy being all dramatic and being really annoying. In fact, when Biggie called Erica into the head of house lounge to hand out the brief for their task which they had yesterday, Biggie also told her to warn the housemates, you know, because they were really disrespectful, not just to us, the viewers, but to Biggie himself, because of course, Biggie is in charge of that house and you're going to sleep. When Biggie says you should do something, you know, go to your house, go sleep. And I really like the fact that Dora had to address Lucy straight up. And you know, Lucy was just there moping. I swear, I was so upset yesterday. Like, what kind of rubbish is this? Even at night, yeah, last night, while they were still having these rehearsals, Lucy was just there. Like, she always makes it look like she's an outcast. She always makes it look like the other housemates hate her. Now, if the other housemates feel a certain way about you, then you need to check yourself. You need to sit down, reflect on your behaviors in the house, and see if you're truly the problem. Because when you're in a group of 20 people, for example, and more than half of those people feel like you're difficult, then my dear brother and sister, you are difficult, okay? It's not rocket science. You need to sit down and just reevaluate yourself. I don't even know anyhow they want to handle this their wager. Now them sabi. If they fail, they fail. If they win, they win. Now them know. Now, speaking about the task they had yesterday, guys, up until now, Biggie hasn't even announced the winner of the Johnnie Walker task. Guys, let me tell you, this task took the whole day. I mean, they started this task at about 12 or, you know, 12:30-ish, because they were rehearsing all morning and all of that, and then Biggie now sent in that brief. These guys started doing this task from around 12:30 thereabouts up until past 11. I don't understand. Past 11 p.m. What will they do? Well, I don't they wait make Johnnie Walker announce the prize. I know that Ebuka was warning them last week that you people should not be entitled. Yes, this one, oh, now me go they entitled for them, because all day all day. Guys, basically the task was for them to celebrate the Johnnie Walker brand that has lasted for the past 200 years, and the housemates were split into groups. Now they had 3 major tasks to carry out. The first one was the Whiskey Wisdom quiz game, where Biggie played a video for them about the brand, how it started, how they evolved and all of that stuff. So they were meant to take note of some dates, some names, and just a lot of things, how the bottles were rebranded and all of that, because those were the questions that the quiz was based off of. Now for the second task, it was the Trident man painting challenge. You guys know how the Johnnie Walker statue looks like. So each group were provided with a statue, and all the teams had to do was paint them. Now after you finish painting them, you guys will now come up with a 5-minute presentation defending the colors and just what motivated you to paint the statue the way that you did. After they did that one took a long time. I know Biggie gave them 90 minutes for that particular task, but in my own calculation, I felt like it was even more than 90 minutes because these guys were just there painting and painting and painting. By the way, their paintings looked really good. I'm not even going to lie. All 4 teams did so well. I'm probably going to insert pictures of each group's painting so you guys can have an idea of what I'm saying, okay? Now, after they finished that one, Biggie told them to go back inside and change into the tracksuit. By the way, guys, Johnnie Walker's packaging was really good. Each of the housemates got like a traveling box filled with items from Johnnie Walker, from sneakers to overall jumpsuits to, they had a lot of things in that bag, and it was really beautiful how they packaged it. So when Biggie told them to go back inside and change from the overall that they had to paint with and all of that into the tracksuit and all, they did that. Biggie now told them to come back again into the arena. This time around, they all had to come up with different cocktails and all of that, yeah? So the first team, which had Kid Wire, Erica, and Tricky T in it, their collection was the Fruity Rush collection, and the cocktails they had to come up with was the Beach Syrup, Jolly Pirates, Wild Nut Mix, okay? The second team, which also had Ozo, Neil, and Dora, their collection was the Colada Twist collection, and the cocktails they had to come up with was the Sweet Rush, Caribbean Tonic, Smoky Lemon. Now for the third group, which had Nengi, V, and Lekon, their collection was the Tasty Slush, and for their cocktail they had to come up with the Unicorn Twist, Sour Plum, and Pineapple Breeze. The only group I did not get what their collection was about was that of Prince and Lucy, but they were also involved. Guys, if you actually got what their collection was about, let me know in the comment section, because I obviously missed that part where Biggie mentioned theirs, so be kind enough if you remember. But if you still do not remember, just know that they also had their own collection, and they also had to come up with 3 cocktails as well. Now before they started this whole cocktail section and all of that, Biggie had told Lekon, Dora, and Erica to go back into the lounge because they were supposed to act as the judges. So after these housemates presented their cocktails, Biggie told them to make sure not to write the names of their teams on their cards and all of that, just something that would not let the judges know which group had which cocktail. So they did all of that. Biggie now told the housemates to face the wall. This thing that I'm telling you guys was happening around past 11 p.m. Okay, Biggie told them to face the wall. Then Erica, Dora, and Lekon took turns to taste the drinks and scored them between 1 to 5 on their individual scorecards and all of that. Biggie now told all of them to move into the house, that he was going to announce the winner. Now these housemates got into the house, waiting for Biggie to announce. After 12, Biggie not talk. 12:30, Biggie not talk. I can't ask myself whether Biggie don't sleep. Myself, I go sleep. Wake up this morning now, Biggie still never talk. So whatever Biggie says, I'm going to write that on my community tab. So you guys please look out for that. A lot of people keep asking me, Betha, how can I find your community tab? All you need to do is go to my home page, of course, where you see home, video, playlist, community, stories, channels, and about. Then you need to just click on the community and it will show you the post I have made there. It's not that difficult, okay? So that's where I'm going to be posting the winners and just about any other thing Biggie mentions, except it's something worthy of making another video, then I will do that. Other than that, I'll just announce there. Moving on, guys, last night, after this their rehearsals and everything, like I said, also was in the room with Nengi, and he was asking her questions about who she was winking at or who she was making a face for and all of that. And while they were having that conversation, Neo was like, are you sure you guys want me to listen to this? So they left the room and went into the garden. Apparently also claimed that he saw when Nengi made a face to Prince, maybe she was winking at him or doing something like this. I really don't know what face he saw, but for him it just meant something because Prince maybe did the same thing to Nengi, and Nengi's like, if I made a face, then it would have probably been to you or to Kid Wire. And he's like, no, so are you saying that I'm seeing things and all of that? She's like, yes, you're seeing things. Let me just read out what she said. In her words, there was no such thing as that. Also, you are clearly overthinking things and you are probably seeing things as well. Your argument is baseless. I say, now wow, which one be your argument is baseless useless again. The guy now said, no, it's not an argument. I'm just asking you because I don't want to be caught up in the whole triangle thing again. I'd rather just back out and, you know, be on my own to avoid all those questions that Ebuka will come and ask on Sunday. Because I don't understand why you'll be making a face to Prince and all of that. And it almost seemed like he reciprocated and all. And then Nengi had this to say. Also, I was the one that called the shots. If I wanted to be close to this person, I would have been close to this person. And then also was like, what do you mean by you are the one that called the shots? If they ask you on Sunday now what you mean, you will now start thinking of what to say and all of that. This is not about you calling the shots or anything. This is just me asking you about something I noticed. Both of them shall drag that matter. For Nengi, she said she did not do anything like that. Matter of fact, she does not even remember something like that happening. And that even if it happened, it would have been to Ozo or to Kidwire or just about somebody else, but not Prince. You know, she said she doesn't want to be close to this person and all of that. So yeah. Now, much later, yeah, when Biggie had turned off the lights and everything, Erica was seen sitting on Kidwire's bed in the main lounge. You know, they were talking and, you know, he was advising her to be focused because they have barely 3 weeks to go. So she should make sure not to do anything that will put her on the spot. She should make sure to be very careful. She should do this. I really like the fact that Kidwire took out time to give Erica this advice. And the reason I feel like this advice is going to really stay with her and, you know, she's going to act upon it is because it came from someone who she truly cares about. So let's hope that she takes all these precautions and all.
You can't afford to not be focused. So any emotional ways you're feeling about your friends or whatever, you have to just put that in the back of your mind and be like, I am here for a reason. I am this far in. I'm no longer Erica from before. I'm a different kind of Erica. And
let me just tell you guys, yeah, Kidwire is not relenting. He actually knows how Erica can be. So he's going around, you know, he told Prince, please look out for her. Like, guide her. Make sure to tell her when to stop. I mean, nobody wants to take chances. And that's why I don't understand some of the comments I'm getting in my comment section. You guys actually think that this whole thing with Erica is personal. For me, I just feel like she needs to be extremely careful. You guys know that she's the only person that has like a final strong warning. I mean, a strong final warning. And, you know, any mistake, we don't know how Biggie is going to react. So it's best she stays away from the trouble than, you know, do something that will now warrant us saying, oh, how would Biggie now react? Some people were arguing with me that, oh, it's not only Erica that was campaigning for votes and all of that. Yes, I know that. The only reason I'm worried about Erica is because she's the only person that has a strong final warning. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with me coming on to say, why is she behaving like this when she knows that this is what's probably going to happen? You know, even if the other housemates campaign and Biggie decides that, okay, I'm going to be dishing out strikes, what do you think would be of Erica? So people should stop acting like, oh, Betha, you just hate the girl. For crying out loud, I don't hate anybody. They're not paying me money. I don't know them. They don't know me. So why would I pick on someone and just decide that, okay, this person, I need to say rubbish about you. If you do something wrong, I would say it. If you do something right, I would say it. The earlier you guys get used to that, the better for all of us, because guess what? I'm still going to keep saying what I have to say, and I'm still going to keep reading whatever it is you have to say in the comment section as well. As long as you're not rude, because if I feel like your comment is rude or, you know, it's coming off as disrespectful, then, I mean, you leave me no choice but to reply you. It's not only talking, I know how to talk. I know how to type too. So we'll type it out in the comment section. Anything when I want my type, I will type them, because now your comment go determine what I will type. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching it, please don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.